Hello, everybody. Welcome to Super Fun Infinite Blessings. I am Hope, Mama Eagle, the founder of Earth Wisdom Reiki. Um, Ancestors are having a field day this morning. I woke up this morning with the message that Happy March is the first one, not just because it is the month of March, but because somebody's getting their marching papers, is what I'm hearing. Now, the interesting thing is that that saying could mean two things. It can mean that somebody is being asked to leave, and it can also mean that somebody is being given I just heard the word divine assignment, sacred assignment, holy assignment. And when you're given a divine assignment, you're also given all the tools, all the allies that you need to bring it to fruition with grace, ease, joy, and least effort for the highest good of Mother Earth and all her children. So, what I'm seeing from these cards here is we're starting with grandfather or Tunkashala in the beginning of this journey. And if you look, grandfather and the buffalo are looking towards the direction of the journey. So if you imagine that, Tunkashala or a wise elder, somebody is handing you an envelope and it has provisions, it has a map, it has sacred protection, everything you need for this journey. They're not only handing it to you, they're praying you all the way to the successful resolution or successful destination of your journey. So buffalo also represents clearing the way. Somebody just said buffalo is like Native American Ganesha, protecting and clearing the way. That kind of makes sense. That's cute, guys. Um, to me, you could break this up as past, present, and future, but it also looks like a progression because then you've got small medicine wheel and you've got the ace of air. So, some of the people, myself included, over the past week or so, have been having really powerful dreams or sometimes, intense dreams bordering on nightmare stuff. A lot of that is in the collective. So I've been telling people to sleep with amethyst under their pillow. But you have here small medicine wheels. So it's small but significant changes. I feel like this card is actually going to resonate with some people today. It might actually be even just seeing this reading helps things to feel a little bit unstuck, helps you to have a little more faith in your journey or the elders that sent you on the journey. I'm going to be talking more this week about my grandma, Wiagaskawan, who is descended from Nicholas Black Elk, entrusting me with a vision and a key to free someone that she helped to raise. I actually dreamt last night that I was called in to do healing for someone at an office, and I turned around and there was a door that had Grandpa Black Elk's old head of security, Scotty, had his template on there. And it actually had his real name. And when I said his nickname, everyone knew for a fact that, I wasn't making up that I knew him or had worked with him or what have you. So, there's lots of messages coming through in our dreams. You may have even had an elder in the past that's no longer here, like my case. People like Floyd Westerman, Fern Matthias, my grandma, Grandpa Black Elk, entrusting visions and things like that to share. That other people thought that they had more wisdom, didn't want to listen, and now they're seeing everything that these elders predicted coming to pass. So now I guess they're getting ready to listen, which is a good thing. So small medicine wedding. Oh, interesting. Small medicine wheel could be turning today for y'all, where you feel like your hope or your faith is restored. Sometimes being able to surrender to the sacred in that way causes I hear the word sweet, sweeter momentum. So it's not faster momentum, it's not better, it's just sweeter. Just staying in our hearts, realizing that, people don't usually try to tear us down. They try and hide from things they don't understand, or they follow the crowd instead of following their heart, kind of a thing. But ace of air is that big beautiful eagle feather. Eagles have a 6 foot wingspan. This eagle feather is actually being lifted up by the wind. So when we pray, we hold our eagle feathers standing up, and the medicine, the prayers go up the stem. They're carried by Tate Topawakan, the four sacred winds, whichever direction they need to go. And most people don't have eagle feathers. You can envision holding an eagle feather. You can ask eagle to carry your prayers. You can hold any feather and ask the spirit of that bird. The dove for peace, the hawk for communication. Um, Even how do you call it? Turkey vulture feather. People call those dirty birdies, but turkey vultures, they're the ones that clean up the shiz and fizz. So, if you've got a situation that needs to be cleaned up, you can hold one of those feathers and thank that spirit for carrying all the residue stuff away so that new beginnings can come. Your ultimate guide is always going to be your ancestors. So, sometimes your ancestors had special feathers they use for different prayers. You can go with that, or if you're guided in a different direction, that's okay too. So then you're going to Mother of Air, which is funny because I'm Mama Eagle and I'm an Aquarius. But you see that the medicine woman is holding her power. She's holding her strength. She's honoring the wisdom of her ancestors, and at the same time, she's remaining vigilant and open to the medicine that's coming in from this eagle. So there's a humbleness involved. There's a staying in the heart. From there, you have the Nine of Fire, which is also the Nine of Wands. So, Grandpa used to talk about endurance. When you walk the red road, you walk the path of Chanumpa carrier, etc. You have your 7 virtues, and one of those virtues is endurance. So, it's interesting. We have the Ace of Air, where the eagle feather is standing up, and then we've got the Ace of Wand, which is kind of like the staff that the grandfather's carrying in the beginning. So, anytime you're on a great journey, a sacred journey, you're always going to have wounded opposition, trying to interfere, or you'll have opposition using people to try and interfere, kind of thing, usually. But it's not always because they're bad people or because you did something wrong. Sometimes it's actually to test if you're strong enough for the next phase in the journey. And if you look at these cards, you've got the Sun card. So once again, we have medicine woman holding her arms up in a V, which is victory. The Sun is blessing her journey. So and you've got hummingbirds, which are joy. So there's a joyous resolution. So whoever's getting their marching papers, I feel like there's a lot of female energy in this reading, but we're all masculine, feminine. I feel like this may actually be a male warrior who is remembering honorable female energy that he knew in the past, and is using that as kind of a measuring stick for the people that are in his life right now. Maybe people are trying to take advantage of him or circling above him like vultures. And if that happens, vultures don't circle over us because we're dead. Sometimes they circle over to help us find that last little bit of strength that causes us to jump up and prove to everybody that we're still alive and kicking, so that we can make the rest of our life the best of our life for the good of all concerned. So whether you are giving someone else their marching papers to get the heck out of your life, or, the sacred is giving you marching papers for a new exciting adventure, just know that, when you honor the counsel of your heart, when you stay connected to your ancestors, when you allow the winged ones to share their perspective, since they're flying, high above and they can see from here to the horizon, you will have the strength to do whatever you're being called to do for the good of all in a good way, and you will be assured a sweet and beautiful outcome. So, if you want me to look into your situation more specifically, you can contact me via my website, which is infiniteblessings.godaddysites.com. Thank you all for your likes and your subscribes. I can't believe 22 subscribers. That is so awesome. That means that the ancestors are touching the hearts of 22 people on here. So we know that what comes from the heart reaches the heart. You feel guided to share this reading in a way it might help someone else. That's awesome. Thank you to everyone who's donating to my PayPal and GoFundMe to get me and Winona up north to open this Reiki ranch so that we can help all of the people that are calling sick, that are needing help now, even more. So thank you for all you are and all you do. Namaste, optimistic, and I will look forward to talking with y'all again real soon.